Oh, hi. I just didn't see you. Welcome, friends. I am Ratnabha Saha, and I'll be your host and host for today's lesson. You see, when you came, I was lost in thought. What thought? In the past couple of weeks, a lot of students have come to me with a unique problem. They say, and I'll share with you. You see, they say that whenever they are participating in group discussion and they are favoring some topic, suddenly someone comes within the group discussion and start countering them, and in such a way that they are speechless. So, do you feel the same problem? You see, if you also feel the same problem, what I told them was, see, even if someone makes a countering argument to your point, that does not make your point invalid, provided you haven't used any wrong data or figures. Logically, if someone counters you, that is alright, because it's normal. You don't need to panic. But then they said, sir, it would be of great help if you can show us in a demo. You know, like the great Baba Ranchhod Das, my favorite. But how to have both thought process, that is favoring a topic and opposing a topic at the same time in a demo? So when you entered, I was just thinking about that. The first thing was, what topic can I take? Where can I show you that, how to think from both perspectives? As I was talking to you, one thing just struck me. We Indians are very passionate about festivals, cricket and films. So why not take a topic on one of these and show the demo? What do you say? Films? Film would be interesting, isn't it? Right. So let's take a topic on films and do a post-mortem of it. Right? For and against. Oh, you see, I keep on forgetting nowadays. I was to introduce you to two of my friends. You see, in this activity, they are going to help us. They are Vaad and Vivaad. For this lesson, they would be my spokespersons. You see, Vaad or Vivaad are twins, who apart from looking alike, is not similar in any other way. One goes east, then other goes west. But they are very talented. Now, Vaad has cracked UPSC and will join IAS services shortly. Whereas Vivaad was selected in India's best B school IIM Ahmedabad, but did not join as he wants to set up his own enterprise. So, taking the benefit of their excellent skills and my direction, they would have a verbal duel on the given topic. So what do you say? Ready? Okay. After I give the topic, I'll request you to pause the video for some time and try to do this activity by yourself. Why? You see, that way when Vaad and Vivaad will be debating, you can check how your points have matched with their points, right? And how many other newer points you could come up with. So let's find the topic. Topic is, Indian filmmakers act irresponsibly. They corrupt today's youth through their films. You can see the topic displayed on the screen. Now pause the video for some time and do this activity by yourself. Hi, welcome back. Do you make some good points? Let's see how much Vaad and Vivaad shows us how to think in opposite direction. But before that, let me give a summary update of India's film industry. So that's it is easy to relate for you when they debate. Films, India's favorite pastime, as popular as cricket. The background of this topic is the social landscape in which our films are made. Indian cinema is often confused with Bollywood. You see, it has to be remembered that Bollywood is one of the 19 film industry that exists in India. Bollywood is no doubt the largest contributor, contributing around 3,000 crores of the rupees 11,000 crores, followed by Tamil and Telugu industry, rupees 1,300 crores each. But in the case of number of films, the ranks are Tamil film industry, Kollywood, producing 260 films every year, followed very closely by Telugu film industry, Tollywood, producing around 250 films per year, and then succeeded by at third by Hindi film industry, Bollywood, at around 220 films per year. In terms of genres, the global standard is the only yardstick, but with a change in name. Commercial movies in India are normally referred to as masala films, whereas art films are normally referred to as parallel cinema. The masala films history is normally well known and often repeated in many forums. Though Indian cinema incepted itself in 1914, way back, but proper distribution channels and the rise of regional film industry happened in around 1950s. After that, holding the hand of the likes of Raj Kapoor, K. Asif, Guru Dutt in Bollywood, Shivaji Ganeshan, Balchandar in Tamil film industry, Uttam Kumar, Ajay Kar, Agradut in Bengali film industry, commercial film industry grew magnificently during this period. But what is of great importance is that India has been in the forefront of art cinema revolution of the world. Stalwarts like Satyajit Ray, Ritvik Ghatak, Bimal Roy, Chetan Anand has redefined and innovating storytelling like never before. The period 1960 to 70 is often referred to as the golden period of Indian cinema owing to the huge interest in Indian parallel cinema movement, created both in art film genre and the mainstream commercial movie genre around the world. That is one of the reasons that hugely successful directors like Steven Spielberg, James Cameron have dedicated some of their films making techniques to these Indian masters. Did you know that? The first time I heard about this, I was so proud. Now Vaad and Vivaad can debate on the social effects of today's film and filmmakers' attitude. So, over on to you, Vaad and Vivaad. Hi friends, hi Vivaad, let's start. What stars do on screen create a huge impact, especially on youth. So, filmmakers have a moral responsibility towards society on how they showcase stars and their choices. And how do filmmakers decide to depict them? If you look at popular films across the country in different languages, most of them would either deal with unimportant base subjects, or even if they by chance take up a relevant subject, they show a streak of irresponsible behavior from the protagonist's side when it comes to respect for law of the land or social and moral values. Vaad, I would like to disagree. Cinema is part of a larger industry called entertainment industry. Now, entertainment means to provide means of entertaining emotional amusement, relaxation, satisfaction. So, making filmmakers upholders of the social value is grossly unfair. Therefore, to make an entertaining product, if a filmmaker resorts to subjects of films that has the capacity of being popular, there is nothing wrong in it. Then you argued that even when filmmakers take important subjects, they give wrong message by creating protagonists or heroes who are rule breakers and redefines the social and moral parameters. So see Vaad, that is what it should be. From time immemorial, mankind has worshipped heroes who have redefined rules. So in a way, they are moving in the right direction. But Vivaad, one part of my argument has been misunderstood. Yes, a hero going against the law to serve a greater good is an age-old formula. But my reference is not to that, but to the generic disregard for law that a hero shows. Therefore, we have seen a repetitive theme of motivating bad boy image in our movies. And then there is the issue of portrayal of women in our films. Most of them will portray lead women for whom story has nothing to offer apart from being an eye candy. Look at some of the roaring hits of last few years. Dhoom 3, Cake, Wanted, Happy New Year, Linga, Holiday, Gabbar, all of them. In none of them the female lead had a major role. Well, Vaad, that's because those stories did not require a strong female lead. A filmmaker goes by his visualization of story. Now, when he or she visualizes an important role for the character, then he or she, whoever the director is, gives importance to it, whether it is male or female. You see, year 2015 had seen two national award, 2014, had seen two national award winning movies centered upon strong female leads, Queen and Mary Kom. Kahani, Dirty Picture, Mardani also had strong female characters. Regional film industries like Tamil, Telugu, Bengali have regularly made movies with strong female characters. Telugu star Anushka Shetty of Arundhati fame, she is starring in a film based on a legendary South Queen Rudrama Devi, which would be one of the costliest films of India. Now, therefore, my point is that a filmmaker does what his or her story requires. Now, sometimes if these stories are misunderstood and people supposedly act under these influences, then, the filmmaker is not to blame for that. The people are to blame. Vivaad, a handful of films portraying female lead characters cannot wash away the sin of the whole industry in portraying women as an object. We talk of around 220 films only in Bollywood. Even at a conservative estimate, 50% of these films come with what is now popularly referred as item songs. Now, almost all the item songs feature a female executing a very provocative dance to a song with equally vulgar and suggestive lyrics. They have no part in the larger scheme of the story. Some of them are so misfit in the context of the film that it seems to be a forced ad break rather than an insertion of song planned by the director. They are only there because our filmmakers think that when their stories will fail to bring the audience to theatres, item songs and the accompanying vulgarity will succeed to bring the audience. The lack of choice to females in film industry is clear from the fact that nowadays most of these songs are being characterized by the main female lead of the film herself. Moreover, in the race to become more vulgar, these filmmakers and musicians nowadays have stopped using double meaning words. Rather, they have started using the coarsest language that is possible. And why? So that the vulgarity of the meaning is clear. This kind of indecent attitude that the film industry is creating in the minds of people for female is nothing short of crime. It is as bad as outraging a female's modesty. Well, Vaad, considering females as an object and viewing them just as an item of pleasure is a social ill. I agree that in a predominant male society of India, the female's position and respect is seriously undermined by such views. But it has not been invented or discovered by the film fraternity. So blaming them for the increasing disrespect of women at large in the society is baseless. Filmmakers take pain to showcase their stories in the most popular possible way. As item numbers had been successful, they use it as a tool to catch the attention of their viewers. What is wrong in that? Films are a reflection of society. So they show us what we like to see. So it would be very unfair to penalize the filmmaker for entertaining masses. And as far as reforming society is concerned, I do not think, Vaad, it is the filmmaker's responsibility to do so. Having said that, I still think we are being overprotective to our youth and making a larger than life issue when it comes to item songs in films. First of all, You see, we are no one to pass on judgment what is good and what is right for our youth and children. And secondly, as far as vulgar lyrics go, many Hollywood chartbusters or foreign albums, including that of Shakira, Jennifer Lopez, Britney Spears, Justin Bieber, have vulgar lyrics and are world bestsellers. So again, popularity of vulgarity and women objectification is a global phenomenon and not a local Indian phenomenon. So it's not an issue, and we should stop making it so from the perspective of India. Well, Vivaad, Indian cinema cannot get away from its responsibility so easily by claiming that it has no choice. You see, cinema's influence on the society has always been prominent. Aping of fashion, mannerisms and choices of our favorite stars has been a phenomenon that cinema has brought with itself. So see, when you have the power to influence millions of people, you have also to share the responsibility, isn't it? Here our filmmakers want no responsibility. They want to act in the most brazen, irresponsible manner, not even evaluating that in their race of earning big money from commercialized entertainment, what they are really doing is they are bringing wrong messages to today's youth. So today, when our films depict shoddy escapism like middle class boy takes his girlfriend on a rupees 1 lakh bike for a ride and treats her in the best of the restaurants and sometimes even travel to foreign location to sing, then I think our youth starts thinking, sitting in the cinema hall, these to be a possible alternative for him too. So the utter irrational masala film logic influences in him a feeling of discontent, as he also wants to have these luxuries in life but is not able to. Not only that, the kind of escapist philosophy that our films document and nonsensical gravity-defying violence that they show is resulting in violent behavioral problems in children too, creating such nuisance in an already problem-ridden society, and as said earlier, increasing inconvenience of women by showing them in form of objects in poor light are not light crimes. In short, our films are escapist and not realist, and they show our women in poor light, and for this filmmakers are to blame. Vaad, do you know, it is seen that the most intellectuals have problem with films earning money. You see, they have to understand that for experiments to happen, for meaningful film to be made, it is necessary that the film industry earns money. See, today in many instances, the experimental quality of Hollywood is complimented. But we should not forget that Hollywood is the biggest money-spinning film industry of the world. That and the technology that money can buy are two of the primary reasons that they are able to experiment. In fact, more money film industry earns, more experiments would happen. And what you call escapism, I call imagination. See, when you see a chance for the youth, where you see a chance for the youth to deteriorate, I see chance of inspiring an ambition in the youth. When he sees luxury, he will try to earn it. But if he does not know what comforts he can give to himself and his family, he will not be motivated. Lastly, when it comes to violence, let me tell you, subsequent researches in United States have seen no correlation between violence shown on TV or films with child's violent nature. One or two exceptional cases are there, but that is because those children were already vulnerable to violence. As a matter of fact, in here, according to your argument of realism, we should rather show real violence that happens in the world, because not giving exposure of violence to children through movies does not mean that they would not be exposed to it in the real life. If we do not do that, that would be escapism. In real life, they are bound to see violence in many forms. Welcome back. How was it? Did you see Vaad and Vivaad? How they put things in a way, their thought clarity? Wasn't it amazing? You see, they started taking the opponent's points and started building on it. Yes, their content must have helped. But I think if you follow worked analysis that we discussed in Communication 2 video, you will also be able to create such an impactful point from both sides. And you know, being able to do so will not only help you in reacting well to your opponent's queries, but it can also make you preemptive if you want. Imagine a case where you tell yourself in the group discussion the shortcomings of your own point and go forward and clear it. Oh, I tell you, your opponents would go mad. And that's, what is required. That's what we should do in life. I'll tell you what. You see, if you want to read the whole debate, refer to my book. The link of the book will be shared at the end of this video. Now coming back, what should we do in life? अरे भाई simple है, tension नहीं लेने का, सिर्फ देने का. But on a more serious note, if you go on practicing this, one day you will be very easily, you'll be able to take whatever stand on whatever topic you want to and can defend it. You just take care that you take an ethical stand. So my friends, another lesson is coming to its conclusion. Hope you are enjoying the self-development session videos. Stay tuned with me and the channel to get these unique sessions. You can also refer to the details of these videos and much more in my book. Then the details of the book is visible on the screen. You can note down from there. Thank you for being with me. See you again soon. All the best.